Have you ever wondered what it's like to attend one of those super historically accurate balls? Well, follow me to the Royal Pavilion Grand Regency Ball in Brighton. I left the house at 6 a.m. That felt illegal because I actually had to go to work, and turns out it's my last day at this job anyway because they had to let me go because of budget cuts. But that's fine because I headed to Brighton. Zack, Pinsent, the organizer of the ball, had coordinated a specific hotel where all the guests would be staying.
Nearly there. I've been walking a while, I'm very tired. Oh, this is so pretty. I want to come back here.
When I opened the door to my hotel room, I just got this super strange vibe. I don't know, it was really weird.
Feels like I'm gonna get murdered tonight. I'm not feeling like a great energy in this hotel room, but hey, we are busy. We move, we roll, we get ready for the soiree, which is in about an hour. One thing I've definitely learned in the last year is how to get ready really quickly. I'm gonna be honest, I actually don't know what's going on at the soiree tonight. I know there's a quartet because the flautist actually messaged me to ask if I'm coming because he actually played at one of my balls. I think the event is at Brighton Museum. I'm not 100% sure actually. I did not read the email. So for tonight's look, I'm gonna go for kind of a pre-Raphaelite, pre-Raphaelite style, like this maybe, or like that. So I'm wearing a Pavilion blue Bashka, my 200-year-old chatelaine. This is Scarlet Darkness, and this is Collectif. This is me, soiree ready.
I'm wearing vintage Edwardian kind of silhouette trousers. What is this shirt from?
French Meadows.
French Meadows shirt and All Saints shoes. This is very heavy.
Now I just have to welcome you all to the beginning of this crazy weekend.
How are you feeling so far?
I'm only 3 champagnes in.
But he's still feeling slutty in his slutty shirt.
This is a historical dresser's dream. Pretty much there was a bunch of different vendors who had items from, you know, the Regency era or inspired by, which was really cool. And then we came back to the hotel.
I'm Evie. Are you Evie?
Ebies and Ebies and Sleepies.
Ebies and Ebies and Sleepies. We are currently ordering some pizza and then we will go to bed and get ready for tomorrow.
The next morning.
It is 8 a.m. I'm very tired, but I am heading for breakfast.
A hotel breakfast hates to see me coming.
After breakfast, I headed up to my friend's room to watch them suffer while they kept making their outfits. They weren't done yet. It was very entertaining to watch.
I'm literally ready.
If you think historical dressers know all the dances that they perform at a ball, no. So usually there's a rehearsal beforehand so that people can get used to the dances and then go more seamless during the ball itself. I actually had so much fun at this rehearsal. I think I did about half of the dances because I only really wanted to commit to doing about half at the ball. Once rehearsal was over, me and my friends went back to the hotel room and I just watched them suffer through their sewing more.
How's it going?
I've already lost my tiny little audience.
Time to get ready, and this is my hair inspiration. Obviously during the Regency era, people would actually not hot curl it. It would be, twirled with some fabric. But I just can't be bothered, to be honest. Now it's time to put the dress on, and honestly I really enjoyed it because it felt so intimate and romantic.
I never wish to be parted from you from this day on.
I hired my costume from Costume Studio in London because I'm really bad at sewing. But I try to get as close to the rules of this ball as possible, so it has to be England within 1800s to 1812, I believe. It is literally chaos. We just finished getting ready. Everyone's rushing.
Multiple people are still finishing dresses.
Yeah, not getting started. It's about to start. It's very stressful, but we are in the car.
We're in the car.
So we've made it that far.
We've made it that far.
Yeah, got their stuff. I love walking through central Brighton in a costume. No, it's very fun.
Next one.
Next one. So I had to say goodbye for Beau for the night because he's actually the videographer of the ball, so I pretty much didn't see him the rest of the night. Welcome to the Royal Pavilion.
Here he comes. Ooh.
There was a VIP champagne reception, which was really fun, but I felt conversationally super awkward that day. It's no one's fault, I was just weird.
Wait a minute! Who are you.
So I made a quick exit to the ballroom and went and helped the dancers rehearse before everyone else came in. Once Zack arrived, the ball had officially begun, and I am so sorry, I actually don't have a lot of clips of the ball because every time I had to take a video, I had to take my whole glove off. They honestly took forever to put back on. But as you can imagine, it was just quite a lot of dancing. There was also a Burns night dinner, and there was a silhouette artist and photo booth as well. I think the activities at the ball itself are very accessible to newbies. It's just getting a costume that fits the period, and accuracy is important. At the end of the ball, we did a Scottish tradition to celebrate Burns night. Then the ball's done, and just like that, the night is over. We've made friends forever, and it's all done. Just kidding. If you think the historical reenactment crowd is like a calm crowd, no, this was the beginning of the night. The night is far from over. It was for me, though.
Ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
A few of us were very ready to sleep.
The introverts leave early. Yes. It is about 1:30. I am so tired. I thankfully left the party a little early to get some sleep. I was hanging out with a friend in her hotel room. I am gonna go take my makeup off and get in bed.
The next morning.
Originally, we weren't going to be doing all the activities today, but Bo got peer pressured into it because he really wanted to. And to be fair, he really deserves it because he's just quit his job and he's become a full-time bull filmmaker, and he films bulls around the world. And this is kind of that jumping off point. So today is going to be very, very windy, but we are right by the sea, and it is just literally going to kill us if we walk outside. So I think we'll probably Uber to where we're going. And to be honest, I have no idea where we're going because I haven't gotten any email about it or anything. So I'm very curious. I think we're probably having to go to the Pavilion, maybe. I don't know, we'll find out. I like not knowing in a way. During the Regency era, I'm quite sure that they only pretty much use like berries and things to kind of just give some rouge to the cheeks. Not entirely sure, but that means it's quite simplistic in what I have to do.
Bo stayed out the whole night, and he actually was in his costume the whole night because he was so into it, and on his way back there was a thunderstorm, so he came back sopping wet in the costume, and we had to get him out.
Another reason you can't hook up with people in these outfits, sometimes you get sewn in.
Yeah.
Like, what are you supposed to do? You just have to rely on the other person to have a fucking seam ripper?
So while Bo's costume dried, we all just hung out in one bed.
Count Warlock Daddy nail emojis.
My group was so hungover, turns out we were the last people to arrive at afternoon tea. We were dying. But we did manage to sneak in a very small private tour of the Pavilion with one of the guides before we headed out for our annual tradition of going to the Brighton Pier arcade. Why would we do this? Well, because it's so funny to watch someone in a Regency dress play air hockey.
I'm killing it. Get this on camera.
With all our winning tickets, we ended up buying little shot glasses that said Brighton, which was very iconic, and it was like the only souvenir I got from the whole weekend. Zack had put together a dinner in the basement of our hotel. It was beautiful and candlelit, the drinks were amazing. It was also really, really intimate, so it's only like 20 people.
Person around the table will do a toast. Because
So let's drink to luck for all of us.
Because let's face it, this is a very specific interest we have. It's very specific passion. And without the internet and social media, you wouldn't be here. So here's to social media for connecting us and keeping us connected.
The intimacy of this dinner was actually just such a special element to it. It felt like kind of just a family dinner.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, besties, and just like that, it's the end. It's Monday morning. It's time to go home. What an insane weekend, right? And if you'd like to see more weekends like this, I go to balls all the time, and it's part of my partner's job as well. We travel the world and go to events like this. So follow my account here to see more adventures.